Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
CB MF Productions.
What's with these homies dissing my girl?
Welcome back, people. People on the internet tend to believe a lot of things at face value and don't really take the time to genuinely look into certain topics and try to verify if they actually are from reliable sources or not. There's very much a mob mentality regarding the internet and the fact that the loudest person usually gets the most attention, regardless if they're speaking the truth or not. And the effect of that is we get a lot of misinformation out there, a lot of people just kind of spewing bullshit for no random reason. Relating to Miss Ortega, there is a lot of misinformation about her on the internet and just a lot of really dumb debates on stuff that really is obvious. There's a decent amount of people on the internet that debate on her skin tone, if she's Latina or not. Do people just look at her with a giant magnifying glass and going, yeah, she's definitely white. Shut the fuck up.
What color is an orange? Ted, you bonehead. Its color is the same as its name, just like a lemon.
And even people that are like, well, she's not really cultured in the Hispanic nature. It's how do you know that she's not cultured? I mean, have you not seen the Hot Ones episode that just came out where she literally demolished all wings and how they made the perfect guacamole and all that type of stuff? She clearly is influenced by Hispanic culture in some way, shape, or form. The whole gatekeeping regarding that, I mean, granted, I'm not part of the community, but it just seems like the gatekeeping of that is just really, really odd to me. And when you look at interviews of her, she always brings up her nationality and her race and really being able to represent the Latino community back from Disney Channel days where she did specials regarding her family to even recently in interviews. She's never been ashamed about her upbringing and her skin tone. Can we stop gatekeeping people's races, please? It's like saying that I'm not white because I don't have slaves in my backyard or that I don't listen to Weezer 24/7. It's just idiotic. There's also people that debate her sexuality online, and once again, it's that's none of your fucking business. Why be invested so much on somebody's sexuality for somebody that you're not going to meet in real life? I mean, people are putting too much stock in this type of stuff. I mean, look at this Reddit thread, for example. What sexuality is Jenna Ortega? Straight, bi, lesbian. I wonder if she fingers herself. Don't you just love the internet? And like I've covered in the past, there are several blogs and articles regarding her sexuality and other topics regarding her that claim to have the inside scoop. But just to make sure and clarify this, I do want to read these articles more than just the headline. Because I think we have a major issue as a society that, we just read the headline and don't really like to read anything else. We just take things at face value. I know a lot of people hate reading, but come on, people, you gotta read sometimes. I mean, if you don't, you end up like these people. For example, here's some big boy words for you. Pagination, piscatory, perlocution. You know what those words mean? Yeah, me neither. So let's just read a couple of these articles and see if they actually hold any water, or are they just very little substance. Is Jenna Ortega a lesbian? Jenna Ortega is the latest it girl in the Hollywood industry to make major waves. The reason people are questioning her sexuality a lot has to do with the character she plays on Netflix's Wednesday. Here's what fans should know about Jenna's sexual orientation. Should know. Should. Get the fuck out. A handful of Jen's public interactions have come across as flirtatious with her Wednesday co-star Emma Myers. She dropped a comment on Jen's Instagram pic and said, I think maybe when you I think gulp. Hi. Guys, I don't take stock in this type of stuff. I'm gonna be real with you. They talk about Asher Angel, talk about Jacob Sartorius. That's a fucking throwback. As of now, despite Jenna and Emma's hilarious back and forth banter on social media, neither starlet has spoken about dating in real life. More importantly, Jenna hasn't come forward to confirm whether or not she is part of the LGBTQ community. Until Jenna opens up about this particular subject, it's all a bit of mystery. We got this covered? I think the fuck not. Couldn't even answer the damn question. I think it's fine to judge a book by its cover sometimes. I think that's valid in cases like these. Articles like these hold very little water and just, once again, are just very clickbaity articles that just try to draw you into something that is very minuscule about her actual life. These articles are the equivalent of me going my neighbor's dog told me that Jenna Ortega is gay, so you should believe it too. Shut the fuck up. There's also a lot of pregnancy rumors about her, which I'm just why? Look at these articles, chief. Is Jenna Ortega pregnant? Is this rumored or true? The actress, only 19 years old, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's incorrect, has been the subject of speculation over pregnancy on the internet. Regrettably, neither Jenna nor her representatives have addressed the rumors head on, in a public forum to remark on whether or not they are true. Why the fuck do you need to know about this? Regrettably, like last time I checked, that you're not entitled to somebody else's life. Like, oh my god, they're not telling me their deepest, darkest secrets and their biggest, surprises on the way. Like, even if she was pregnant, right? That's not your fucking business. This is somebody else's life. Like, what do you give a shit? Like, put the energy that you put into these people's lives into your own life and make it something worthwhile. Christ on a cracker. This is some of the most abhorrent shit I've ever read. But we're gonna continue reading it because why not? I like torture. Recent pictures of her on social media show her wearing loose-fitting garments, leading many people to believe that she may be pregnant. Wow, she's wearing a garment. She must have a child bearing inside of her. Like, point A, point Z. Where the fuck is the in-between here, right? Like, am I crazy? Am I the... well, actually, I got blood in my face. Listen, I'm crazy, but I'm not this fucking insane. By 2023, Jenna Ortega will have reached the age of 20. She's already 20, Chief. What are you talking about? This year, the young actress will be 21. She was born on September 27, 2002. How the fuck do you get the exact date of birth right, but not the goddamn age? People are so goddamn stupid. You know what? I'm done with that fucking article. I'm not gonna pay attention and take stock in an article that can't even do fucking simple math. And there's also YouTubers like that really like pry into this type of content. That's basically their bread and butter. And once again, it's nothing but baseless rumors.
Okay, I'm going dumb right now. Some of y'all are saying that Jenna Ortega is pregnant, and the child's father is Percy. Like, I don't know if it's real or what, bruh. I don't know the fuck, I'm just, okay.
Also, I love the fact that they're including footage of her from her child acting days. Like, I know a lot of y'all like to, sexualize her and shit like that, but remember, it wasn't that long ago when she was on Disney Channel.
In our previous video, we saw the Snapchat article that got a lot of people talking about the pregnancy rumors titled Jenna Ortega Pregnancy Rumors.
Oh my god, the yellow text told me that she's pregnant, so I must believe it at all costs. Stop with this goddamn bullshit middle school gossip that these people are running. Like, my god. It's like that one kid that brags about his dad working at Nintendo. Like, Tommy, your dad left when you were 3. We all know. Stop lying about it, you stupid little bitch. I'm sorry, just... people gotta stop being so goddamn insecure. And also, her relationship status, too. It's just like, guys... none of us have a shot with her. Why are you trying to, like, delve so deeply into her relationship status and, like, her entire history? Like, there are people who literally have an entire timeline laid out. Like, even going back to, like, the stuck in the middle days of, like, boys that she's been with or, like, supposedly dating. And I'm like, you are literally talking about children at this point. There's even, like, kissing compilations of her. Like, every time she's ever kissed somebody on screen. Why? That could have been me! Oh my god! I don't understand people. Like, contrary to what you may think, like, I don't really look this shit up outside these videos, and I am always shocked by the amount of investment these people have in these people's lives. Put that investment in your own life. Like, why are you focusing on someone else's main quest when you already have your own main quest going on called your life? Even when there's, like, no gossip or anything interesting going on in her life. Like, there are people that will literally make up shit on a whim just to create drama or, like, try to clickbait you to think, like, something, like, horrible happened to her or something like that. Like, for example, like, look at this YouTube video. Unbelievable things that happen on the Wednesday sets. Does this look like fucking Wednesday to you?
At the time, Jenna Ortega was working on another movie. X is a horror thriller where Jenna Ortega plays the main character.
That's incorrect. Clearly somebody's a fake fan.
I hate you!
But pretty much the entirety of this video is regular just behind the scenes footage behind Wednesday and just like the interesting facts that everyone already knows about what happened behind the scenes. Nothing special. But his thumbnail will make you think otherwise. There's also that infamous video on YouTube about like how Jenna Ortega is so rude in real life. And literally in the video they go like,
fans have claimed all over the internet that they have seen her being rude to certain individuals on various occasions. Nonetheless, there is no actual video evidence that she has been rude as of this moment.
Listen, I know that we don't have any actual video evidence of her being rude to people, but trust us guys, we have our sources. Like once again, this is middle school gossip. Like people are just trying to like make things about her life and like trying to create drama, like these fake narratives by tying just a lot of very thinly veiled lines together to make some sort of shit. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing with your life? That this is your main purpose. And the thing is that that's only like a 15-second portion of the video. The rest of the video just covers random bullshit that has nothing to do with the actual title. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you to make this type of content? Like, what is actually going on in your brain thinking that this is, you know, productive to the world in some sort of way? Like, it's so insensitive. What the hell? It's just really a sad world that we live in.
What's with these homies dissing my girl?
fucking skin right now. I look like a goddamn tomato right now. Jesus Christ. Anyways, welcome to hell. This is the last stop. It's inevitable. Every single time I cover one of these Jenna videos, it always comes back to this. I always have to go down this rabbit hole. But it is necessary to bring up because it happens, and it continues to happen every single time I cover this, and it's not going to stop anytime soon. I've already touched on this in the previous 2 chapters of the video, but the over-sexualization of Jenna Ortega and every other female in the film industry, it's disgusting, it's immoral, it's gross, shocker, shocker. Right off the bat, we always go back to our friend Reddit because they never fail to let us down. At all. If you had 10 minutes with Jenna's feet, what are you doing? I think we all know the answer to that. I'm sucking on them, then I'm busting all over them. Come all over them and wait for it to dry.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Guys, I thought we were past the days of the creepy guy on Twitter talking about how he wanted to suck Jenna Ortega's like fucking toe jam or whatever the hell that was. That was a weird fucking thread. He wasn't the only one. Anybody want to jerk off to her together? Let's see who can blow the biggest load to her.
Disgusting!
Oh, not to mention the fact that, you know, AI art has really grasped a hold of her. Like, look at this photo. Like, why does she look like a goddamn Minecraft? Like, she got the Quagmire chin going on here. This one also just, like, looks really off to me. Like, people are so obsessed of a little nip slip. Like, God, she's not Janet Jackson, you dumbasses. Like, Christ on cracker. My God. This is a Hot Ones interview. It's about wings. God damn. It's about wings. When do we start talking about nipples? Speaking of nipples, let's go to 4chan, shall we? Yeah, we're going there. We're going there, people. We're going. I told you we're in hell, right? I told you we're in hell.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Now, people who want to sexualize her as an adult is one thing. But how about when she's a minor? Yeah, we're going there, people. We're going there. There are compilations of her on YouTube and other sites that I've seen that either put the thumbnail of her when she's a minor or literally have entire compilations where she's literally under the age of 18. Like, here's an example. 61 sexiest photos of Jenna Ortega, posted on March 2020. Now, this was 3 years ago, people. So, she's 20 right now. So, if you do simple math, you just subtract that by 3. 17. Every single one of the photos in this entire compilation because of her being a minor, at the oldest being 17. And while these photos are not explicit in any sort of way, they're basically just like, you know, public photos of her like on red carpets and shit like that. The implication of what's being suggested here, and also the fact that they're used to promote something so abhorrently sexual, is a horrible thing. Huh? You like that? And this is one of many examples I found when I dug up research for this video. The fact that somebody used pictures of her at 17 and younger to promote this type of stuff is horrible. And of course, we can't discuss these type of topics without discussing the deepfake stuff as well, which I'm not going to be showing on YouTube, not only because I will get flagged for it, but also because it's, you know, I have morals. But I did scour these sites, and although there's a lot of nasty comments, which, yeah, shocker, shocker, there is one that stuck out to me. I want to read it for you guys right here. Coming from the one Camaro89. She's even breaking records in the porn industry without having to create it herself. This is the world we live in.
You're so pathetic, James. A real sucky baby.
Where'd all the good people go? I've been changing channels, I don't see them on the TV show.
Think about that quote for a second, people. Let it marinate in your brain. This is something this woman has to live with, whether she consents to it or not. Just the fact that her face is being plastered on other people's naked bodies and being sold and processed and just it's out there legally, publicly on the internet. You can look it up right now. It really is just the peak of just so many horrible things I've found over the course of this video, as well as this entire trilogy of videos of all the shit that I found regarding people just trying to throw shit in her name. And it's like really looking about it in like in the bigger picture, in the grand scheme of things, right? This is somebody's coworker. This is somebody's friend. This is somebody's niece. This is somebody's sister. This is somebody's daughter. You know why I've made all these videos, the Jenna Ortega videos? A lot of people would probably assume, oh, it's because you want to fuck her, because you're obsessed with her, blah, 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 blah. And like, that's a very small portion of my reasoning. The main reason why I've made all these videos is probably just to get out of my own baggage, to kind of like release, and like this kind of like a release, like a therapy for me, if you will. Like feels very cathartic to like talk about people that are worse than me. I think comparison, that's like the big thing that is really drawing me towards all this stuff, and a really toxic trait that I think a lot of people including myself, I really suffered from. Because the thing is that me and Jenna Ortega are the same age. You know, I want to be in the film industry. She's in the film industry. Although I don't want to be an actor. I may be an attention whore, but certainly not an actor. And you see, you know, somebody your age being extremely successful, or even people outside Jenna Ortega, like influencers that like are buying houses for the first time at 20 years old and stuff like that. They just go, what the fuck am I doing in my life? And it's just like, without you realizing that everyone goes through life at their own pace. Like no one lives the same life, simultaneously. And the fact that Jenna Ortega has worked her ass off for 10 plus years straight to get where she is now. It's not like she walked on the set of Wednesday and instantly became a hit. She's done so many different things over the course of the past 10 years. And I think another main reason why I've done these videos is because you got to realize that this is a human being. You know, I may not be as successful as her. I may not be, you know, on the level that she is in terms of popularity and success and fame and all that type of stuff. But she has struggles that I don't have to deal with. I don't have to deal with creepy fans on the internet, fan fiction made about me, my safety, you know, people trying to analyze a nip slip in a Hot Ones video, like stuff like that people are just really it's horrible. It really is. And the thing is that people just tend to just pick and pry to these young female celebrities, and it's just like so gross. And the thing is that people know about this stuff day in and day out, and people just turn the other way so often. And it's like, it breaks down, like there's one thing that I saw, I think it was like about like how Jenna Ortega like had multiple breakdowns during the set of Wednesday, where like she would cry to her dad hysterically because like she had no sleep due to the, you know, really packed schedules for her acting shoots. And I remember people like on Twitter basically being like, oh, well, she's crying with her millions of dollars, like why should we care, you know, blah 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 blah, and just basically being very unsympathetic towards her because she is an actor and all that type of stuff. And no matter where you come from in your walk of life, everyone struggles in a different way, you know. And I think it's been proven that many celebrities suffer from a major depression and anxiety, or whatever you want to say. Like, mental health doesn't stop just because you're famous. Like, I can't imagine someone like going up to like Robin Williams' family and being like, I know he killed himself, but you know, he had money, so he could have gotten a better therapist. You know, like, you can't imagine saying that type of stuff. And that's another thing. Everyone is so fucking easy just to say the most horrible things on the internet with a mask on. I may make myself look stupid, but at the very least, I am confident who I am. I'm ballsy enough to stay here on front of this camera and say whatever the fuck I want, and I'm going to take accountability for it. Whatever happens, if the video succeeds and does super well, or if it bombs horribly, I am not ashamed to say this stuff on the internet. Granted, it's not my creations. I'm not creating any of the stuff that I showed in this video, so it's easy to be on the other side. But it's just like people have no sympathy. People just don't care because they can just hide behind a username, hide behind a mask. And despite the fact we're in a social media age where we're all connected way more than ever before, we're all so isolated. And it's just like, what the fuck are we doing with our own lives, people? And that's something, like, you know, I've had so many bad thoughts. And another thing is just like, you know, every time I see this woman, I feel like shit about myself. Every time I see Jenna in a movie or in like a sketch or a commercial, I just get like this really like weird sensation where it's like, I just feel like my mood instantly just goes down, where I just feel like instantly just shit about myself. Like every single insecurity I have about myself comes from her in some sort of way. And this isn't Jenna's fault. My brain makes this type of shit up, and it's just like, like, instead of like, you know, delving into these thoughts and like really like succumbing to them, like so many people on Reddit and 4chan just kind of like spewing out vile left and right, I wanted like to use these videos as a way, as an escape, and also as a way just to, you know, do something good with it. Take these negative thoughts in my head about my insecurities and like all the people that are just doing some horrible stuff to her online, and doing something good with it, doing at least one good thing, you know, trying to change the world one piece at a time. And again, I don't think this video is going to do super well. Honestly, I think I'll probably get a few thousand views, maybe a few hundred likes, get a few subscribers from it, but I don't think this world's going to change because of it, and I shouldn't expect it to. And I have to accept that. I had to accept that and had to realize the fact that I did enough. This was an attempt, and I want people to know this was my best attempt to try and get the voices heard regarding this, you know, this type of stuff that's online, and hopefully trying to get the word spread about it. Because honestly, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, we're so selfish in our own lives, and people just don't tend to like look out for each other. And it's like, you know, I know that I'm an obscure YouTube channel. I know that I probably will never be famous in this way. I know I'm vouching for a woman that probably will never know I exist. That's just the truth. And I'm okay with that. Because I tried, people. I tried to be entertaining, and I tried to be palatable for this type of stuff, but there's certain things you just can't be palatable for. But I try to be entertaining, and I try to get this stuff out heard, and I try to just speak the truth regarding these topics. You know, I just hope I did something good with this. I hope I did at least one good thing. Like, you know, Brendan Fraser in The Whale. I hope I did one good thing. And, you know, just trying to do the right thing. You know, you try to do the right thing regardless of the success or failures that come with it. And I'm willing to accept whatever happens because of this video. And that's just the truth. And I think people need to, you know, take more risks with their lives. And I think it's better to fail and try than to never try in the first place and regret it for the rest of your life. I don't know. It's just something that has really stuck with me. And honestly, I just hope that at least something happens. That at least something good happens with this video. But if not, I tried my best. And I have to accept that. I have to move on with my life and say goodbye to this. I also support Jenna and her content because I think she's a phenomenal actress. I mean, recently I saw an article that she's starring in like Trey Edward Schultz's newest movie with Barry Keoghan in The Weeknd, which Trey Edward Schultz is one of my favorite filmmakers of all time. Taking nothing else from his video, watching the movie Waves is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's phenomenal. And the fact that she's a part of that and she's doing so many other projects, I truly do wish the best of her and her family and her friends. And I just hope people are good. I hope people can be good and stop being so creepy. And if I do any sort of discourse to change that or try to prevent that and help out not only just Jenna Ortega, but the next it girl that comes after her and the next one and the next one and the next one, and just stop these people that just stop, men and women, it's just like we gotta stop fucking idolizing these people. These people are not fucking superhuman, even though there are people that want to make fucking religions out of her. You know, it's all a mind game. And I think we all gotta stop fucking focusing so much on their lives and focus on our lives and just do something good with it. You know, it's not hard to be a decent person. And it's just like, I don't know. I'm rambling on way too much, people. It's like 2:30 in the morning. I'm really tired. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. You know, I had fun. We laughed. We cried. I did a lot of dumb shit. But you know what? I try to be a good person. And to Jenna Ortega, her family, her friends, and to all you viewers who are sticking around to the end of the video, I hope it did something good. I hope I tried my best. I tried my best, and that has to be enough. So, props to the future, and I guess I will see you guys whenever I see you next. Goodbye.